Here is a limerick that was set in by Scott Burley. Several years ago, DP gave the nod to the best shark cider on Cape Cod. We wish he could stay, but all we can say is, why can't you please take Todd?
Hey.
Wow.
Day before Christmas Eve?
I know.
Come on.
Christmas Eve?
Eve of Christmas Eve? Wow. That's not nice anytime, but especially
It's not,
right now.
but it's good. It's a good limerick. Yes, Steve.
That's actually been kind of a funny bit of shrapnel from Andrew leaving, is the amount of people being like, well, wish it was this other person, but
So not necessary. That's
Cold-blooded.
at least spell my name with 2 Ds.
Todd, you have limericks for McLovin. I got some more phone calls here.
I do.
Okay.
I have 2. Can I do both of them?
Is this what you emailed earlier?
I did.
And you're going to go with these?
I think so.
Okay.
What does that mean?
All right.
And you're really going to say that out loud?
But you did write a limerick earlier.
Oh, not going to do that one.
Oh, okay.
That's definitely off the table.
Okay.
These are for
Todd
Andrew
sent
McLovin and
a
Perloff.
not for safe limerick earlier. Now that's not safe for work.
No, I think that was like I took a verse from Winter Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
And gave it my own spin.
Your own spin. Okay.
Oh, we can't do that.
Here we go.
That's not even newsletter.
Nope.
appropriate.
Here we go.
We celebrate, but there's still some pain. A big part of things we cannot retain. From breaking glasses in the box, footballs whizzed at him by jocks. Thanks for being so against the grain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you, Todd.
You got it. And my second one, you can handle a second one.
Okay.
He showed up and kept coming back. Fitting in, he just had the knack. His poll questions a sensation with much self-deprecation. Always a Danette. He's sharp as a tack.
Okay.
All right.
You got some. Wait.
I can outlame him. His by the way.
Okay. Oh, McLovin's got a. Is this a limerick off or a lame off?
It's a limerick off for
okay.
sure.
All right. Okay. Here's
This is
McLovin's.
my limerick to Todd Frizz.
Okay.
We were thrown together by fate, and you were a great back row mate. Now we'll go our separate ways, and I'll see less traffic delays, but our relationship will always be great.
That's very sweet.
it's very thoughtful.
And he actually wrote it in a book. He got us all a gift, a book, and I got a Seinfeld book, and he wrote it and signed it and everything, so I can have this in my book collection.
What relationship are you talking about, McLovin?
Well, there's a lot you don't know about. No, just relationship. I don't know. It fit. I needed.
I don't know if you guys ever had a relationship.
We don't date and like go to the movies together,
No,
but we're next to each other like a long time, right next to each other.
He's actually booking my daughter's bar mitzvah right now as we speak.
I am working on that.
He'll get invited to kids' wedding. Like we have a relationship.
McLovin got books for everybody. Got Todd a Seinfeld book. Got Paulie an Anthony Bourdain book. It got Seton.
The Dave Grohl book that just came out.
Okay. And McLovin got me the same gift that Fritzy got me.
Yep.
Fritzy got me a Led Zeppelin book, and McLovin comes in, and then McLovin gets me the same exact book, but he put a nice note in there. So I said to McLovin, well, you can't take it back because you already wrote in it. And I gave him Todd's gift to me to take back.
It.
Yes, I re-gifted it right in front of Todd so McLovin could take it back.
He's not even bringing it back to the store. He's keeping it for himself, I'm hearing, which is fine. So I actually got the McLovin a gift.
Yes, McLovin.
Well, it all started because I was in the bookstore and I saw this awesome Led Zeppelin book. I'm like, damn, would love this. Obviously, great minds think alike.
So, Todd, you still owe me, technically, you still owe me a gift.
The other thing that's ridiculous is there's like 50 books at least about Led Zeppelin, and we picked the same exact one
I know.
of all the books that have been written about them.
Did you get other people gifts?
Nah, I remember getting gifts a long time ago, and I was made fun of, and there was like cheap little copies of the favorite players, and it didn't go well. And to this day, it still sits with me. What I thought was a nice gesture is like this piece of crap that you put through like a Xerox machine and call it a gift. I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
That's a first and last gift.
Okay. All right. All right. Yes, Paulie.
2013, Todd walks in and gives me one of those frames you get, like the frames at Target, the black frames, 8x10. And he went on a kind of old color printer, probably at his house, and printed out a random picture of Walter Payton, slid it in the frame, and gave it to me.
So I got that like on eBay, and granted, it wasn't like some $1,000. You know, the thought that whatever happened to that phrase? I guess it doesn't exist anymore. The
thought counts, but the gift really counts. I'd rather.
I would rather have a great gift than the thought. Yeah, I'd rather have little thought in a great gift.
You guys are all the worst. The day before Christmas Eve is what you're doing.
Paulie got me alcohol.
It always fits.
Yeah.
It always does.
Can't go wrong. Yeah. Got me some. Seton got me a bottle, too. What, McLovin?
I can't believe, first of all, Paul got a frame. I just got a color printout of Mike Schmidt playing.
I think I got Mickey Mantle.
Yeah,
I think it was
with
a
no
crappy photocopy of a Mickey Mantle picture.
Crappy.
I may have signed their names and pretended it came from them. It wasn't even like a. I don't know.
We were all like, Todd, what is this?
Yeah, it was like, thanks. How'd you know he was my favorite? It was like, what is this?
What are you doing?
Clutter for my desk. Thanks. I got enough crap in my desk. I got to add this thing.
Paulie threw his out the same day he got it.
The same day. No offense.
Yeah. Because I see Paulie leaving. He's got the picture frame, and he puts it in the garbage can. I go, wait, are you throwing that out? He goes, yeah.
Todd had already left.
Yeah.
For emphasis, actually, I think he ripped it and then threw it in the garbage just to make sure it could never come back to life somehow.
Yes, McLovin.
By the way, I was cleaning up everything. Guess what I found?
Your glasses.
My Oliver Peoples glasses, missing the right side of them. And I could tell I tried to super glue them back together. There's all this super glue residue.
Could you leave those here?
Yeah, for the museum. Yeah.
By the way, I do have a parting gift for you.
Really?
I'm going to give you something from the man cave. And you know I don't like to give anything from the man cave. I'm going to give you one item in the man cave.
Do I get to pick it?
No. Nice try.
Just
I'm going to give you... Do you guys want to know?
Yeah.
You got it, Seton?
I think so. I know what I would give him.
Okay. Todd, you know what I'm going to give McLovin?
I think I do.
Okay.
An expensive pair of glasses.
No, it's not in the man cave.
Also, he doesn't have my subscription like handy or anything.
Or prescription.
Your Dale Jr.
Yeah,
pinball machine.
I got your subscription. I don't have your prescription.
I always get those confused.
Okay. Paulie, what do you think?
Just because I look to my left, it's mounted on the wall. It's very big. Am I correct?
Yeah. McLovin, would you go take the Robert Griffith Jr. III jersey down? And I would like for you to take that
Nice.
with you. Okay? Go ahead. McLovin, so he calls him Robert Griffith and then called him Jr. III. And it's Robert Griffin III. But McLovin said it a couple of times on the show, and you even had Sal Palantonio one time doing a live shot, and he said Robert Griffith Jr. III.
I called you. I said, Dan, what blew just happened?
McLovin, you're welcome. That is your jersey to take home.
Robert Griffith Jr. III.
Yeah. Damn, that was funny that day.
It's amazing that I can still say it exactly the same cadence. Robert Griffith Jr. III.
I know. Let's go around the room what we learned about McLovin. Is that what we're doing, Paulie?
Yeah. All right. I'll go first.
Okay.
I've never met anyone who gets more upset when they're hungry than Andrew McLovin Perloff.
That is true.
When he does not get food, all bets are off. He's also a very good cook at making chili.
Okay.
He is a natural on air, and that's what the great thing. When he joined our staff, he needed no introduction to being an on-air guy. He was good with sports and good with comedy and knows when to get in and when to get out. He's been a great friend. All the best.
Thank you, Paulie.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going to make the other two Danettes' job a lot harder.
I took that off a greeting card.
Seton?
Can you go to Todd?
Todd, what did you learn about McLovin?
Going with the food one to play off of Paulie, do not stare or look in the direction at all or ask what Andrew is eating at any given moment. When he's taking out his pita bread and his chicken salad or his tuna salad, he's focused and leave him alone. But I do want to say once again, great guy, always in great spirits, willing to do anything and everything for the show. And it's going to be very, very, very weird not having him sitting there come Monday, January 3rd, and he will be greatly missed, and he's going to do great in everything he does in the
Tighten
future.
it up, Todd. Come on. Let's go.
I ramble. I do that.
I know you
But
do.
I love the guy, and he's going to do great things, and I'm going to miss him a lot.
Right, thank you. Seton O'Connor.
You know, I'm sitting here, and I don't know that it feels real yet.
No, it doesn't.
It feels like, okay, we're just going to Christmas break.
Yep.
So I think that, January 3rd will be much more interesting. Yeah, check in with me on January 3rd. Because then I'll be like, oh, yeah, McLovin's gone. What should I say nice about him?
Yeah, McLovin.
I have the same feeling. I'm like, this doesn't feel, because, we do so many bits on the show, too. It kind of feels like,
Like, I'll just see you later.
yeah. You make content out of everything. So sometimes it's hard to turn that mode off.
This would be a great bit if it was a bit in that we're acting like we're saying goodbye to McLovin, but he's going to be here on January 3rd. But that's not the case. Yes, Seton.
I will say that it's kind of nice that Andrew is leaving in a way, because then we could just be friends instead of like coworkers. You know, coworkers gets a little more tricky, whereas just being friends is like, all right, cool, let's just go hang out or something, or let's talk about, just BS on things. And I'm, in a weird way, I'm really looking forward to that part of our relationship
Okay.
happening.
Okay.
I have noticed that you guys are friends with everybody you used to work with. Like a lot of, at Super Bowl time, a lot of former ESPNers and stuff, everybody, including you, Dan, are really tight with a lot of people. Not all people.
Well, no, because if you work on this show, then you become part of the show that made it successful. And I never lose sight of that. Even guys who were cameramen, like we're still good friends with people who did this from, the early days. Nick and Casey, those guys that, but we had so much fun. I mean, you can't help but have fun on this show with everything that goes on. This day in sports history, Paulie, do you want to do something?
Nah, it's trivial. Babe Ruth did something.
Nah. Franco Harris had the Immaculate Reception
There
on
it
this
is.
day, 1972. How much is that NFT worth? I was wondering. Is that the greatest catch? Even though they didn't win the Super Bowl, I don't think, that year. But Franco's catch? I don't know. Nobody cares. Let's say goodbye to McLovin.
I'm getting messages on social media from people that are like, why am I crying?
It's the end of an era, end of a great run. McLovin, I'll let you have the podium for the final words here. Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
How on earth? I have 20 seconds to sum up the last 12 years.
Robert Griffin Jr. III.
Not even that.
Well, it all started when a young man in suburban Philadelphia stole Charles Barkley's hat and wore Barbra Streisand's bra on his head, and now I'm on TV.
Thank you, buddy. We wish you well.